Boy, I know that we could be more than just friends, but you're scared. Boy, I know that we could be more than just friends, but you're scared. Boy, I know that.
All right, well.
Oh, well,
what
here
was that
we
about?
are. What the hell just happened? What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Predator News Now. We're now on episode 19. How the heck did we get that far?
All right, well.
Wait, why can I hear myself?
Right, what's going on?
I think that we're having some slight technical difficulties, so
we have our stream playing.
Oh my god, you guys, we're literally watching ourselves right now.
Should we restart?
No.
Okay.
Shit. Okay, guys, I cannot believe we're gonna do this, but we're gonna restart the stream because we have to do our proper intro.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's
okay.
fine.
Okay, you know what? Perfection is not always key, so
yeah.
There we go.
We had the stream running on the background, and that's the first time that's ever happened, actually.
That is definitely the first time that's ever happened, but happy Friday.
We made it.
It is. We definitely made it, believe it or not. It's been a crazy week personally, just with work, so I'm happy to unwind. But before we get into all the Predator and news and all of that good stuff, I want to ask you guys if you saw Dog the Bounty Hunter, his most recent video to Brian. Has anyone seen that? And also, let's give a shout out to everybody in chat right now. What is up, everybody?
We got a lot of people. Main Doodoo, Hills, Eminem, Robbie, Diggy, Don Diva, Tree, Bethany, Oh Hey Tay, Laura.
We've been having so much fun with you guys in our Discord, as well as just in here, obviously. So shout out to everyone who comes and hangs out with us. Anyways, so before we jump into everything, I want to show you guys the clip really quick of Dog the Bounty Hunter, his message to Brian. So please roll that clip.
This is absolutely nuts.
Message. Let's check it out.
So, Brian. Let me have you, Brian!
Ooh.
That stare.
Woo!
What did you do? You're living it every night, aren't you, boy? Turn yourself in, Brian.
Damn, yeah. Look at his stare.
So, yeah. So I've been like one of the people. I'm not going to get too deep in it, but I've definitely been following all of the Brian laundry, just touching in, and I saw that on one of the podcasts that I follow. I can't say his channel because I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll link it below. Seriously, he's absolute goals as far as having a channel.
Right.
That's literally my goals for this channel, is to be like him. So definitely shout out to him.
Yeah, he's good, but I would be afraid to have dog on my tail.
Yeah, no.
That look though.
That
his
look,
eyes.
well, at first he was like smiling and it was all chill, and then he just freaking like unleashed.
It went bad.
So you guys, I do want to say during the week we keep it primarily only to predator catching news. However, we did say every once in a while we are going to do a Sunday stream. So guess what? We are officially announcing that this Sunday we're going to do a stream, and it's going to have absolutely nothing to do with the predator community. We really like police interrogations. We really like surfing Reddit. We really like showing you videos like what we were talking about, just talking about all the news going on in the world, but keeping it a lot more lighthearted. So Sunday, we don't have a time, but definitely keep your notifications on because we will be here.
Yeah, maybe like 1 p.m.
I'm just gonna surprise them. They're just gonna have their notification pop up, and we're gonna be doing that. So Definitely. Hey, I do see we have CPP in the house. What is up?
Yo, yo.
We also have TCOY. We have Arizona Predator Prevention. We have all you guys. We are going to jump in, but just a reminder, we did mod all of the predator catchers and main decoys, just so if you guys see them in the chat, you know that it's the legit one and not
Right.
a copycat. So we don't expect them to do any modding. As a matter of fact, please don't. But we just want you to stand out. Okay, so let's get into it. What do we have for our milestones? I always want to say landmarks, and then I'm like, that's not it.
You could say that too. It's fine.
Yeah.
The first one we got here is coming from your boy JDQ, 18,000.
Hey.
He's been moving up the ranks pretty quick.
Speaking of JDQ, did you guys watch Steph the Decoy's phone call just now?
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. She does a pretty freaking good job. I was sitting listening right as I was getting off work, and this guy is just so sick and demented. And I believe the catch is happening tomorrow. So we'll definitely keep you guys posted on that.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 10 a.m. Central Time tomorrow on the your boy JDQ's channel. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
The next one we got here is CPP coming in with a strong 41,000.
Yay. And he has his infamous pilot pred catch tomorrow. So he has touchdown in Oklahoma. Let's go.
Yeah.
So he's touchdown, and we're freaking really excited.
The next one we got here is PP Mass, 65,000.
Wow.
Pretty good.
He's a few of these catchers we're seeing literally every single stream, and PP Mass is definitely one of those.
Yeah.
So big congrats to you, and congrats on your conviction.
Yeah, that was a good one. The next one we got here is PP Official with 160,000.
Nice.
Always good to see that.
So really quick, just to clarify for me, PP Official is like Alex's original channel?
Yeah, it's like his main channel.
Okay, got it. Okay. Big congrats.
Yeah, you know YouTube likes to mess with all the catchers, so he has a few different channels that he's working with.
It's so screwed up.
And then the last one is Justin Payne's 201,000.
Big
Shout
big
out to all you guys.
Big congrats. So yeah, congratulations to all of you. You guys are killing it, and we're excited to see where you all will be by Monday.
So the first thing we got here in the news, unfortunately, DAP did a premiere and it was removed literally like an hour after the premiere.
Yeah. So if you guys are looking at your screen and you see there's not a video, that is how it's supposed to look. Well, it shouldn't look like that, but it did. So apparently like an hour ago, I was in someone else's live stream. Someone brought up, oh, did you see his video was removed? It was due to blank. I'm not going to say because I don't know. It's not confirmed. And I said, oh no, that's old news. And they said, nah, girl, like that just happened. So we wanted to update you guys. I watched a video, I watched literally all the way until probably like 2 minutes left, and I didn't see any fighting, so I don't know what happened in that 2 minutes. I don't know if there was.
Who knows?
But we really hope this does not have effect on his channel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was number 133, Marty Shepard.
Yeah, and I did watch it, and he actually worked with the guy at one point. He's like, hey, were you my old coworker? And he was like, yeah, it's Marty. So yikes for Marty.
Maybe he was just saying that.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know. Anyways, we're definitely sending our love to DAP's YouTube channel.
And then the next one, I was just going to touch on the catch tomorrow that I had found out from STEPH, 10 a.m. to get the Confederate Pred.
Yeah, this guy is sick, you guys. If you've listened, to the phone calls, he
wanted her to stick a hairbrush up her.
Yeah, no, he didn't want her to. In the last call that I heard, she obviously didn't, but on the phone, she made him think that she was.
Yeah.
Definitely a graphic phone call. If you have minors or something, definitely don't listen to it on loud. But this guy's sick, and it definitely riled me up to go see the catch.
Yeah, and Alex is headed there, I think, right now, hopefully.
Nice.
The next thing we got here is also from Alex. He had the science experiment guy. He was charged, not convicted. So we
Nice.
like to see that.
Super dope.
Shout out to Alex over there doing his thing. Got the cops
Yep.
doing their thing.
Let him hear it.
Yeah, those cops were really cool too. That was the video where the cops like just came up and like straight away just arrested him.
Oh yeah, this was the guy that came to meet like the 4 little girls, had all the child porn, and
He was there to do an experiment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the conclusion was he got arrested.
A charge.
I was trying to come up with all the scientific terms like
Yeah.
hypothesis, and it just was not working in this sentence.
okay.
It's okay.
We've had a long week. The next one we got here is coming from Justin Payne. We talked about this on one of our episodes, the Dad Bod contest. He's currently in number 1 right now, but we want to keep him there
Ladies.
so he can get that charity money.
I'm calling all ladies and all men to go vote for him.
Yeah, go vote.
Because
Free
here's
daily
the deal.
vote.
Here's the deal. If you know anything about Justin Payne, I was just having a conversation about him. He's a really private guy. That's why you don't see him doing a lot of, he's never in drama. He's never in all this side talk and everything. So he's a really private guy. And I guess somebody else entered him into this. And the best part about it is that the winner apparently gets $25,000 and he is donating all of it, to a prevention for, I don't know the name of it. I'll link it below. I should probably know, but I know that it's regarding child abuse and predator stuff. So definitely go vote. I think it ends tomorrow. We'll link it below.
Yeah, I'll put it in the comments right now so you guys can just head over there and at least save the link. But yeah, we want to keep him in number 1. The next thing we got here is coming from Colorado Ped Patrol. We said that he is in Oklahoma right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're definitely waiting to see how that's going to play out. The pilot pred tomorrow, I think at like 1, maybe 1 Central Time.
Definitely have your notifications on. I think everyone on YouTube, whether you support the channel or not, has kind of gotten invested into this catch. And they've heard it on STEPH's channel. They've heard it on his channel. So everyone is kind of engulfed in this guy.
Yeah.
And this is the first predator that he has not talked to the decoy and said, okay, come over tomorrow, let's meet. This guy has no effing idea that we're coming. And when I say we're, I'm saying it because I love CPP and I'm a part of it. So, but this guy has no idea we're coming. We have all his information and we pulling up.
Well, it was funny. Yesterday we were doing a little stream on the Discord and we found out the city that he's in and we were looking at Google Maps and we were trying to figure it out. We ended up finding his house there.
Just super light PNN detective work.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. But let me tell you what, I definitely would not want to move to the particular town that he's moving or he lives in. So
there's like 3 places to get food there.
Yeah, if that. So we're definitely wishing Tommy the best of luck and
be careful out there.
Definitely be
Oh
careful.
yeah, he also had. That's funny to mention. There's one of the supporters, Locksmith. He's actually showing up. He drove 16 hours to meet him there. So he'll have some backup, which is nice.
That's incredible. Yeah, I think a couple people are pulling up. Locksmith heard about it yesterday and was like, get me the address. So he's pulling up. I love it. Love the support in the community.
The next thing we got this weekend, I don't have any dates on this, but it's the PvP and the Predator Catchers Cali collab. That should be coming this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Predator Catchers Cali, right?
Yeah.
So he did all of the decoy work. I don't think he's actually going to be there for the catch, but he handed everything over to PvP, and PvP is going to go get it. So we'll definitely be keeping you guys posted on that on our Discord. Again, follow us on Discord. We have every single catcher in the community. We have like 6 bots set up, and we have set it to where you can get a notification for each catcher when they go live. So definitely add us on Discord.
And everyone's always dropping links too whenever there's a live, just in case you missed it.
And we've been having a lot of fun over there.
Yeah, definitely. The next thing we got here is Shafiq.
Oh, wait, sorry,
Oh.
really quick. PvP did just get in the chat. This is why I love being able to see. He said that catch actually flaked, unfortunately.
Oh, no. Okay.
So that's a big bummer, but I still have faith that he'll maybe come back around and eventually you guys will get him. So
Yeah.
we'll be looking out for that.
And then the next thing, Shafiq over here at Predator Catchers, Pennsylvania,
Mm-hmm.
he said that he was driving 75 miles to a new area to get some catches. I haven't seen him in a minute. I know he wasn't feeling well the last week or so.
Yeah.
So it's good to see him back in the swing of things.
Yeah, he said that he drove to see one of his friends who's in school, and after his friend finishes school later on today, they're going to go try to get somebody. He said that he went live and he was trying to loop somebody in during the time that he was there, and he said that he literally could not find anyone, but hopefully by now, since some time has gone by, he will. And he also just updated us that he has been really sick with the flu the past week, but he's definitely going to be getting back into the game. And he also said, last thing, that he is adding either a new tier to his membership, or he's just adding extra stuff for his membership. Like there's going to be special emojis and cool stuff like that. So definitely, if you support him, go become a member so you can get all those cool perks.
And then the last thing we wanted to touch on was we talked about it last episode, Creep Catchers Texas. He finally got some new uploads on his channel. He changed his name to Cowboy Chris TV just to avoid any issues in the future. So he has 2 catches up there now, number 1 and 2. We want to share that for you guys in the chat just so everyone can go subscribe. Let's get those watch hours up so we can get some lives from him, because I really did enjoy his
I know.
catches.
That's just so disheartening, because if you guys saw, like, the last week that he was on, his channel was growing like a couple thousand like a day or
right,
two.
yeah,
Like,
he was doing numbers.
Yeah, he went from like 78 to almost 5,000 just within a week, and then his channel got booted. So definitely go subscribe. He has great content.
He has 42 subscribers now. There's 90 people in here. Let's all go show him some love. Shout out to Chris.
Shouts out.
And then that pretty much wraps it up for all the news from the community. It's been kind of a slow last 2 days. I guess that's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, it's definitely been slow, but that's okay because there's still a lot of news nationally. So if you guys are not interested in what's going on just kind of around the country and you're only interested in the videos, give us like 10, 15 minutes,
20.
if that 20. We do have a couple more because there was not very many lives, but come back and we'll get you what came up.
Yes. So the first story we got here is from San Francisco, California. A mother faces 39 charges alleging that she hosted alcohol-filled parties for her teenage son and his friends at her home and other places and encouraged them to drink heavily and engage in sex acts with intoxicated girls, some of them non-consensual. California prosecutors say 47-year-old Shannon Marie O'Connor was arrested Saturday in Ada County, Idaho, where she now lives and is awaiting extradition to Santa Clara County. She faces 39 criminal charges, including misdemeanor counts of sexual battery and child molestation and providing alcohol to minors.
Okay, guys, so you may actually start to hate me after this. I'm just going to be completely real with you. I don't fully know how I feel about this, and I'm just going to take it from my personal experience.
Let's hear it.
When I was in high school, my mom she is a retired cop, but she didn't want me getting myself in a situation where I was at a party and drunk and would have to drive home, or I would get raped or whatever. So my mom would let me, when I was 16, 17, she would let me have a couple of friends over. I'm not talking about a rager. And she would have a controlled area where we could all kick back and, we may have snuck a little alcohol. There wasn't sex fests or anything going on, but I know a lot of my friends and a lot of people, they do have this for their kids when they're seniors or something. So I don't know. I'm the type of mother that I would rather my kid be at my house where I can know they're being safe, but maybe this parent was just totally oblivious and
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not really sure where the child molestation charges come in.
Well, it's probably a guy there got too drunk, probably messed around with another girl there, and then her or her parents pressed charges. But
Yeah.
it's a really hard one because no matter who you are or what you do, every high schooler is going to these parties or
Right.
these bonfires. And I don't know, I'm just the type of mom, even though I'm not a mom, that I would want them at my house. But
Right, to keep an eye on them. And
now I'm definitely seeing that will never happen in 20 years from now when I have
yeah,
a kid.
no, you can't do that now. The next story we got here is also from California. A Sacramento County soccer coach was convicted by a jury for allegedly abusing 2 boys.
Yikes.
It's always like a soccer coach or some type of coach.
Yes, it is.
It says the Sacramento County jury convicted a former soccer coach for sexually abusing 2 boys, including a 10-year-old boy he sexually assaulted while free on bail.
Wow.
The jury on September 29th found Miguel Angel Hernandez Rivera guilty of 17 counts of child sexual abuse charges, 1 count of arranging a meeting with a minor with sexual intent, and 2 counts of annoying a child with sexual intent. I didn't even know that was a
That was a
charge.
thing. Annoying a child.
Like, bro, you're annoying me.
Right.
Over 10 months, he sexually abused the boys nearly every day and directed the boy to send him explicit photos, according to the district attorney. The boy's mother discovered the photos sent to Rivera, and she reported to law enforcement. Rivera was arrested and later released from custody after he posted bail bond. Prosecutors say Rivera was out on bail when he sexually assaulted the 12-year-old son of his longtime family friends.
Oh, my God.
Prosecutors say he faces a maximum of 41 years.
This is why if a chomo is arrested, I really don't think that they should be allowed out on bail because they're
Right.
clearly not trustworthy. It's like when somebody murders someone. Why would you, usually they say, oh, no bail. Why would you let a chomo out when they're out doing this? And we see these cases over and over again. It's super disgusting.
And then on that article, there was a cool little video here. Teach kids to report uncomfortable situations to prevent child sexual abuse.
Okay.
I'm
Nice little music.
not going to play the whole thing, but it's from the foundation Darkness to Light.
The most important thing for me with my children was to try to help them understand what it felt like to be uncomfortable with somebody. And that is going to be true no matter what type of assault. It could be a bully situation, it could be a stranger, it could be someone you know. And if we would just start to teach our kids, whenever you don't feel comfortable, let's just talk about it. Kids
Right.
get that word.
Yeah, I agree.
And don't wait until your kid is 15 years old before you have this conversation. Have this talk with them, obviously in a way more or less graphic way,
Yeah.
but have this talk with them when they're fucking, sorry
I mean,
for
yeah.
cussing, going like into kindergarten.
Well, right. I mean, if you teach them the uncomfortable kind of word, and I mean, I don't want to make them, say everything's uncomfortable, but, give them some situations
Right.
and talk to them about that. I think that's good. Opens up the dialogue, at least to start,
Yep.
The next thing we got here is this sick guy. Prosecutor says local man facing 6 felonies in child sex abuse case could face federal child porn charges. It says that the first charges filed separately accuse Powell of 1 felony count of child sexual abuse for causing a child under 16 to witness a sexual act. The charge stems from Powell allegedly showing a 14-year-old girl around 2010 a video on his cell phone of him engaging in sexual acts with another girl to convince her that he was not in love with her. Super grooming technique.
Super grooming.
The now 26-year-old victim testified in court Wednesday. The now adult victim that testified is one of 2 girls that Powell is accused of sexually abusing for years about a decade ago, resulting in 3 felony charges of lewd conduct against children under 16 that prosecutors filed in November 2020. Those 3 charges were elevated to district court in January and included accusations that Powell manipulated the teenage girls into believing that the sexual relationship was acceptable, created a fake marriage certificates, and both recorded and showed the
What?
girls recordings of other girls engaging in sexual acts.
Wow. So that's completely grooming, making them feel like, oh, look at other girls are
Right,
doing
this
it,
is
showing
normal.
them other videos. Wow.
And then it goes on to say that Powell also faces felony charges of attempting to destroy evidence and felony conspiracy. Powell is alleged to have conspired with his wife and son to perform a remote wipe of his cell phone, which was in police custody while he was incarcerated. So basically,
so they're going to go down too. I don't know if the son will, because it's kind of like the mother and dad are kind of like, telling it. I don't know. But
well, it said that the mother and son were both charged with felony charges for attempting to destroy evidence and conspiracy to destroy evidence. And they were both booked into jail. If they're found guilty, they will. They're facing, I think, like.
I don't think that they're going to be found guilty. I think maybe the mom will, possibly, but I don't think the son will.
Well, it says that on following his arrest after they seized his phone, police placed the device in airplane mode, which allowed for an investigator with the Idaho Falls Police Department to later obtain images and videos via search warrant that depicted what appeared to be sexual acts. The detective also testified that he showed the now 26-year-old victim a crop photo of an image depicting one of the girls in the video from the cell phone, and she confirmed it was herself in the video. But if he's convicted, he'll face life, and the son and wife will face up to 10 years in prison.
Wow.
Crazy, right? Like you're gonna
get the whole family in on it.
right, like bro. And it's
and look at his face.
like just
It's
let
kind
him
of like
go.
he's smirking.
Yeah, he looks really
And why
smug.
are his eyebrows white?
Right. I couldn't tell you that. The next story we got here, and mind you guys, these are all stories within the last 48 hours.
Yes,
That's what's most alarming.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's some people that may possibly think this part is like boring because it doesn't have anything to do with the YouTube community. But the reason we bring this to light is because this is all about predators and we're the news. But also these are all within, and generally when we pull them, they're like within the last 13 hours or 6 hours. It's so bad. Does this one have a video?
Yeah, this one is this guy. Police said that this man kidnapped a 9-year-old girl Sunday afternoon near the intersection of 8 Mile Road and Grand River Avenue. And then he sexually assaulted her.
Oh my God.
An update now to a story we've been following this week. Farmington Hills police have made an arrest of the man they say sexually assaulted a 9-year-old girl.
The girl was first kidnapped Sunday afternoon in the area of 8 Mile and Grand River and then taken to a home on Detroit's west side. Rod Maloney in Farmington Hills tonight with what's happened in the last 90 minutes in this case. Rod?
Yeah, Jason, we've got late breaking developments here. We want to show you some video. That video coming to us just minutes ago from Beaverland Street in the city of Detroit. That is where the FBI and its evidence team is processing a scene. They were called there by Farmington Hills police because we're told they believe this is the home where that child was assaulted on Sunday, which is about 2.5 miles from where we're standing right now. I'm told tonight that Farmington Hills police, Detroit police, and the FBI succeeded in making this arrest with the help of tips from the community. Police made significant progress yesterday in figuring out the predator's identity, and this morning they arrested a man shortly after 8 a.m.
This is a case that is every parent's nightmare, including my own.
Right.
Detroit Police Chief James White earlier this week expressing deep concern for the child and the urgency in finding and arresting the man who sexually assaulted her on Sunday. We're told that she angrily left her house on foot to find a video gaming device to replace the one that she and her mother had fought over, Mom wanting her to stop playing that game. And while she walked along Grand River near 8 Mile with a blanket and pillow, police say a man driving this late model Jeep Renegade stopped and picked her up, brought her to a home on Detroit's west side near Telegraph and 8 Mile, tied her up and assaulted her. This man and his sister, who didn't want to be identified, found her walking near Berg Road and Trojan later Sunday afternoon.
At the time, she didn't have anything.
Wow. You know what this kind of reminds me of? A couple weeks ago, we had PP Mass on, and we started it with a news story of a little girl who had been walking to school or something of that sort, and a guy pulled up in a car and said something like, hey, you want to, tried to abduct her, and then her mom luckily ran up on her. And PP Mass said that he actually had caught that same guy. The police actually contacted him because PP Mass had caught him a year earlier for, trying to meet with a minor. But this is just so scary. It's so scary.
Yeah, my thing is like I don't think I would let a 9-year-old kid just walk on like a main street
Right.
to go like get a video game or something. 9 years old just seems way too young.
Well, and why it said that the 9-year-old and her mother were fighting over a PlayStation, or a PlayStation game, I don't know. So she went to go get another one. Like,
Yeah.
why?
All around
And
just not
yeah,
good.
why? Yeah. And who knows? Maybe the mom had no idea that she even left, but definitely if you're a parent, like, keep tabs on your kids, please.
This is a good story though, out of Panama City Beach down there
This
in
is
Florida.
incredible. This was my favorite story of the night. And I think it's super important. Maybe Ghost with CC Unit. Is this the right story? I didn't even
No,
look.
this is in Florida.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hold on, guys. Next, a couple more.
This is Beach Police Department in Panama City. They say that parents should realize that children with smartphones have two personalities, one they portray to them and the other that they portray online. So because of this, they're hosting Parents Against Predators workshop, and it's a 2-hour program, and it'll be graphic and vulgar program. It'll provide parents with a raw and shocking glimpse into some of the darkest places on the internet. And I just thought that was pretty cool that the police department's now stepping in to give parents training because it's becoming such an issue.
Well, you know what they should do is they should give training to all of our catchers that are, if they're willing to do trainings with the
that's what I
parents,
was- yeah.
why don't you pay, even if our catchers have to pay money, which I mean, that would be absolutely ridiculous. But
take a course, give
you
them
know,
some pamphlets.
Take a course, exactly.
So they can
that
spread
way,
this awareness.
Right.
And who knows, maybe we can look into that. But he said, I identify certain characteristics that online predators have, tricks that they use, and the methods that they use on a daily basis to groom children. We touch base on dangerous social media applications, dangerous websites, and I even go live on the internet during the program to show them how fast it is to encounter a predator. And it said, a lot of the times our parents have a very limited understanding of the internet. Our kids are utilizing it to control their entire identities, so our parents need to hear it in a manner that sticks.
wow. Yeah, I truly believe that the YouTube community of catchers are really, really shaking the world and waking up all these police departments. And who knows, maybe these police departments wanted it to remain a little hush hush that all these predators are out there, or maybe there's so many that they didn't know how they could, get hands on it. But now they're really waking up because all of you guys are exposing all these weirdos, and it's making these police departments look really bad.
Yeah, well, there's a couple other stories we'll get into that are kind of in the same line. It looks like they're taking more steps.
Mm-hmm.
The next story we got here, the father and son arrested after hundreds of child pornography images found in Sacramento County home.
A little too close to home.
To the sexual assaults of children over a 40-year time period. The Cherokee County Sheriff's Office and the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office worked together, serving arrest warrants for Theodore Smith and his son James Smith for the sexual assault of a child. Theodore Smith was arrested at a home in Aledo, Texas. James Smith, who also lives in Alto, was arrested yesterday on a trip to California. Investigators say this case stemmed from evidence the two men left behind at a home in Sacramento County when they moved to Texas a year ago. Theodore Smith is facing 36 charges and is being held on $7 million bond and will be transferred back here to await trial.
They kind of look like, who is it, Jeffrey Dahmer or something like that, long ass beard. And I don't know, like if I saw them on the street, they halfway look like Santa Claus and then they halfway look like a pedophile.
Yeah, well, it said that the father and son who recently moved away were arrested after hundreds of images showing CP were found in their former home. Back in March, a person was renovating a local home that they had purchased when they found the images. So they just left hundreds of CP images in the house.
Wow.
Like,
well,
unreal.
We live close, so we should go down there and ask for questioning.
Right. This is Eugene, Oregon. This is another story where it seems like the police are now taking more efforts in this fight that we all are up against. Behind the scenes, how Eugene detectives catch online sex offenders. And this is a 10-minute video, so I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'll play a little bit because I think it's really good.
tight, guys. There's no volume.
There's no volume.
Maybe I can just read her lips and I'll be her. Good evening. Tonight on Kenzie News.
To see how detectives are catching online predators who use the internet to find young victims. Thanks for joining us. I'm Renee McCullough. Matt has the night off tonight. KEZI 9 News reporter Jaewon Jung joins us live in the studio to show us some common methods that offenders often use against children in our special report. Jaewon?
Renee, we're all connected through the internet, but it's hard to know who's on the other side of the screen. Eugene police detectives say some of them are dangerous and targeting minors. In my special report tonight, we have a never-before-seen look inside the work of detectives catching online child predators.
The internet, for most of us, a safe space for work and play. For others, a hunting ground where they search for victims.
A prominent financial advisor and community member is in jail tonight, accused of trying to hook up with a teenage girl for sex.
A former Eugene elementary school teacher pleaded guilty in federal court to 1 count of child sex trafficking.
PD has arrested several men over the last few weeks in separate cases for online sexual corruption of children.
Experts say there could be as many as 500,000 sexual predators online in the U.S. each and every day.
Wow.
Here in Eugene, Nathan Oming and even former 4J teacher William Hammond are just some of those in recent years caught red-handed, chatting online with young girls. Or so they thought. The female teens actually on the other side of the screen were detectives in disguise.
The people that we encounter are people that reach out to us, send us friend requests, initiate conversations with us.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty
that's definitely
cool to see behind the scenes, and I think if you're a catcher out there, you might want to watch this because there's some good information that they give.
Yeah, you know, I'm like so torn down the middle. I'm really happy that these departments are doing this, but also I feel like they are starting to catch on that there's a ton of YouTubers doing this, like professional catchers, and so now they're wanting to get on the news and be like, oh well, look, we're doing it too. And I know they do, but I don't know if this is kind of just to maybe, I don't know, you know me, I'm kind of a conspiracist.
Well, I think it's good, it's in the right direction.
Also, really quick breaking news, or really kind of an update. I did get a text from STEPH the DECOY. She said tomorrow for CPP pilot pred. Oh, wait.
The trucker.
Okay, so the trucker, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the trucker.
Yes.
The trucker is at 9 a.m. Sorry for the confusion. And then the garage pred is followed by the pilot pred. So tomorrow's going to be a really active day. So have your notifications turned on.
Yes. So yeah, go check out this Eugene Detectives online. We'll link that below.
And we'll also link Steph's channel below just so you guys can go see all of the phone calls.
Yes. The next story we got here is Snohomish County High School psychologist facing charges for immoral communication with a minor. And I think we saw another like high school psychologist that was also in the news not too long ago, and we were kind of like, whoa, like he's a psychologist, like he knows how to get in to these kids' heads, maybe break them down. He knows all that. Yeah, so it's kind of weird, but let's play this.
A task force to protect this community and its children from online predators. So far, they've arrested 3 men trying to contact girls ages 14 and 15. Most recently, a suspect who was a high school psychologist in Snohomish County, now facing 4 counts of communication with a minor for immoral purposes. Redmond Police Department is using decoy social media profiles to combat the growing epidemic of child sexual exploitation and abuse.
The work will continue. We will do everything in our power to keep the children in our community safe.
Detectives arrested a 49-year-old man who is a psychologist at Monroe High School. He's accused of sending inappropriate messages and images to what he thought was a 14-year-old girl.
The suspect contacted them. It was made very clear throughout the course of the investigation that they were purporting to be minors. The suspect engaged in immoral conversation of a sexual nature with each of the investigators.
Monroe School District says the psychologist has been placed on administrative leave and confirms the allegations do not involve students of the district in any fashion. Chief Darrell Lowe says it's important for parents and community to be more aware about the warning signs of online chats.
Someone that your child has met online is now suggesting that you go offline or go to a
Right.
different platform. Those are some significant red flags because many times they will take the child to a platform that is encrypted.
And that's what we see a lot with the decoys, is where they want to get the decoy off of the app, maybe to like an encrypted app. That
Right. Or they like sending them over to
Snapchat
or even Steph on our last episode that we interviewed her said Facebook or Instagram or something
Yeah.
is doing it to where now if you take screenshots, it'll notify the opposing side.
Yeah, we were just talking about how all these apps like are kind of like making it
Right. It almost
more easy for the
right,
Preds because
right.
it deletes everything. It's a vanish mode. It's sketchy. It's
it's definitely odd.
And not easy to monitor.
He says investigators use location-based apps to lure the suspected online predators right to them. Court documents say the psychologist was interacting with an undercover investigator on an app called Meet Me. One message from the psychologist says, "Yes, I can wait to enjoy life with you and have us being boyfriend and girlfriend.
Wow.
When do you think we could meet?" Lowe says the suspect was also using other online platforms to communicate.
Understanding, what apps they're using, understand what their online activity is, and have that hard conversation that, if a individual online starts communicating with them, in a sexual nature, that's not appropriate.
Redmond police started an initiative in May cracking down on online crimes against children. Of the 3 arrests, 2 have been charged with communication with a minor for immoral purposes.
Only 2.
Yeah, I like that it's immoral communication. I've never heard that before personally. But it's kind of like a blanket thing. Like you're just like talking really bad towards these kids.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy better not, they said that he's on administrative leave. He better not be on paid administrative leave. Like that will piss me off.
Usually are, unfortunately. And then the last story we got here is a interesting one. Alleged child sex offender charged in Brisbane, Queensland. And we had showed that documentary on the last, like the trailer for the documentary.
Yes.
And this guy was actually caught by that same group, the Argos investigative elite team out there. So I thought this was interesting.
I do want to say for Sunday, we do have something set up. We're going to announce it on that live stream. But for anyone that was interested in watching that, we may have a surprise for you.
We may.
On our Discord.
We don't know how it's going to work quite yet, but perhaps.
But your girl bought the tickets.
So this guy, 20-year-old Brisbane man, has been charged with child sex offenses following an investigation into alleged child grooming on online messaging platform Discord.
Good old Discord. Follow us on Discord. There's no Preds in there.
Queensland police confirmed detectives had been investigating the man since early October after receiving information that he had allegedly used the website to groom a 12-year-old girl, soliciting her for intimate images. Police say the messages expressed a desire to engage in violent and abhorrent behavior. Like what?
Okay, but this is crazy, you guys. They found this guy on Discord, and so we have the body cam footage of the police basically rushing in.
Yeah, they have a warrant.
Play that.
Man, we've got a search warrant for the address.
So yeah, they got him. They're questioning him, and then I think they start like removing all of his items.
I don't know why there's not audio. There was audio for us, but
oh no, I think it's private information.
Oh, but damn.
As you can see, a little behind the scenes. I love body cam footage.
Same.
And it goes on to say that detective inspector of the Argos online covert operative team urged parents to be aware of their children's online activities, saying supervision is key to prevention, as is ongoing communication with children about how to stay safe online and the dangers of having online friends they have never met face to face. To those that seek to engage in this predatory behavior, just remember that the next child that you engage may be a member of Argos, or it may be one of our teams.
And that guy right there, he like looks semi-young,
20.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. But
I mean, come on,
you
12
never know,
years old.
You're gonna have a freaking SWAT team at your door.
Argos, yeah. Look at their police cars. They have like nice ass like Toyotas or something.
I wonder if they.
Avalon.
Where is this again?
Queensland.
Okay, I wonder if they have the what is it called? That it's like the 5-year grace period. I mean,
like
I guess
Romeo and Juliet.
Right. I guess that he really wouldn't even qualify for that. But that's just so sad. He's 20 years old and he just like threw the rest of his life on the internet away. He's going to be on the sex registry list forever.
Yeah, it's dumb. So shout out to them. Doing big things over there. And that pretty much wraps up for our news. And now we'll get into what videos dropped. It was like we said, it was a slow last couple days, but it was a pretty big time for the decoys because there was a lot of decoy calls.
And let me tell you what, the decoys they're really the backbone of this community. Our catchers wouldn't have anyone to go catch if they didn't have the decoys. And me, when I decoyed for Tommy, I maybe did like one phone call, and it was like right before I was about to meet them, and they were calling me to be like, where are you? But like these decoys spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. I heard one decoy, she told me that she spent over 80 hours talking to a pred. So much work goes into these. We don't play them because technically the predator, it's all alleged, and we don't want to show anything until we know. But definitely we love these.
Yeah, so STEPH had this is the Israeli pred, the Confederate pred. This is going to be Alex's catch tomorrow morning.
The broom pred, that's what I call him.
Brush pred. And then she also did a couple with the pilot, which is going to be with CPP Sunday, maybe Saturday.
And I do want to say for STEPH, I know that she'll probably appreciate this. She pretty much runs her channel with PvP Ho. She does all of the phone calls, but he does a majority of the chats, texting. And that guy is going back and forth with like multiple different predators a day. So definitely do want to give him a shout out as well.
Yeah, shout out to PvP Ho. The next one we got here, this was Construction Ronnie Pred. This was yesterday, and if you guys didn't listen to this, oh my goodness, this guy was insane.
Big yikes.
Yeah, he like went on to have a huge meltdown, started crying. The wife came looking for something, and
it was really bad. STEPH was like she controlled it so well, but she even got off at one point. It was like, you guys, like, what? It was all bad. It was all bad.
So, yeah, go check STEPH decoy call out. She had some really good ones. I think she had a total of like 5 maybe.
Yeah, she busts them out.
Yeah, and she just did a call that Alex guy like right before we went live.
On JDQ.
The next one we got here is from TCOY the decoy. This was an old timer, 72 years old, and this girl's 8.
You guys, look at that. Look at that age difference. He could literally be her great-great-grandpa.
Right.
No, this guy is so freaking sick. And this is it a collab? Yeah, a collab with
PCI and PCM.
I've been missing them. I haven't.
Yeah, they haven't been too active.
But again, when we say that, take it with like a really faint heart, because we're checking these news things every 48 hours. So a long time for us is 48 hours. For a normal person, it's probably like a week. So I know that they're still grinding.
So STEPH is saying Israeli Pred is not tomorrow.
We got to get our news right.
I know. There's so many decoy calls. It's insane.
It's a little hard. We were laughing last night. We were like, do you know how hard it is to keep up with all these different pred names? We have the pilot pred, we have the red shirt pred, we have the toothbrush pred, we have the nail clipper pred. We have literally so many different that it's so hard for me to keep up with.
It really is. And the names are just off the walls sometimes.
But we will link all the accurate information down below. And, of course, follow us on Discord. I know you're sick of hearing that, but you will get every update when it comes
if you
out.
follow us on there, you will not miss. I guarantee you will not miss any.
You'll know the news basically as we know the news.
Yeah, that's where we get all the news. The next thing we got that dropped, this was Alex's premiere on PP Official. This is church leader comes out with shotgun, wife and kids leave. This was a pretty good catch.
This was a really good catch. Like, I always ask myself, how does Alex find all of these just the most disgusting,
like the worst?
There's two types of Preds in this world, and they're all horrible and should all rot in hell. But there's the ones that aren't actively looking for children, but they see you on a dating app. They're like, oh, she or he is super hot. And then you tell them the age and they're like, oh, fuck, I don't know, should I do this? And then they end up acting on it. There's that Pred. And then there's the type of Pred that literally is in these chat rooms for 8 to 12-year-old dating apps and
actively seeking out little kids.
Yeah, and this guy is definitely one of the sicker ones. He was in a bunch of different Facebook groups. He had a bunch of child porn. He was receiving and sending child porn on Facebook within these groups. He was in a horses and hot women. I don't even want to know what the hell that is. But this guy was really bad, and it's really sad because he's married. He has 2 kids. She came out in the video and was screaming, took off the kids. Let's just roll it.
Yeah, it goes back until she gets in the house. You guys want to bring him out a sweater? You can bring him a black one that's in the bathroom.
This
going in the bathroom
with
my
his
black
shirt
one,
off.
please. Yeah, let me step over here.
Okay. If she asks, I think it's fair to say.
No, not bad.
Poor wife.
Did you say?
Yes, ma'am. We're going to be done talking to him soon. Here, just take a break. Just take them and...
Okay, so we're going to pause it so you guys can go watch it. I'm sure you guys already have, but I do want to give a little disclaimer. It's very rare that Alex gets triggered. And we had not the honor, because we don't want that, but we got to see him be a little triggered the other day. He got on live, and I guess a bunch of people, after watching this, Alex does say in the video, he's like, and you can tell that he's being super sarcastic. So, I mean, I for sure did not believe it, but he said something along the lines of, oh yeah, I was married, I had kids, I went through the same shit. And he basically was just saying it to get the guy to open up.
He was sympathizing, saying I was in the slammer once, this is normal.
But he was doing it because the guy has guns. There was literally a gun probably 50 feet from right here during this point. And I think I know he just does it to make the guy kind of mellow down and say, oh, we're not going to call the cops if you just talk to us. So he ended up just wanting to let everyone know, and I'll say it once again, he's 21 years old. He doesn't have any freaking kids. He's not married. And he did want to say, I guess some of his members were a little pissed off because they thought that this released earlier, which it did. So just remember, if you are a member, to swipe down a little bit on the member page.
On the community tab.
Yeah, because most likely what you want will be there. You just got to swipe down a little bit. So I wanted to give that disclaimer.
Thank you for that. So go check this one out. It's crazy. It's
and this guy was caught before, in 2014. So it's really bad, really sad.
Really, really bad. So shout out to Alex going to these sketchy places. This looks like a horror movie, honestly.
It really does. And then the grandma standing right there with her cup. She's like, what the hell? Yeah. So she drives off and her sister ends up coming. I'm not going to give it away, but
that's a good one.
And is he like a priest or something? I want to say.
Oh, he worked at like a church,
Yeah.
like a Methodist church or something.
He's also a garbage truck driver, so he can just go put himself in the trash.
Yeah, go pick yourself up there, bud. The next one we got here is this is a re-upload from Rami, and I wanted to bring it up because the original one was taken down because I guess they showed some plates, some license plates.
Which had me really confused.
Yeah, because like we've seen a bunch. I mean, you could go down the street and record and see a whole bunch of license plates. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there for maybe the catchers that do show license plates. Maybe be careful of that.
What I'm thinking is during the live feeds, I think it's completely fine. And I think that when you're editing and putting the edited version up, which now that I'm kind of recalling, I feel like all of them do edit that part out. So yeah.
I mean, it's
Rami's
in the public.
Rami's $10,000 editor messed that one up.
Yeah.
But it is re-uploaded.
So we've seen this one before. I think it was like last show we showed this one. So go check that one out. The next one's coming from People v. Preds. This is number 56. This happened last night. We watched this.
Yes.
Yeah, we were watching this in our Discord stream, having a little conversation about it. This is Paul, who wanted a 14-year-old girl, but ran instead.
Hey, how's it going, Paul? Are you Paul? How's it going, Paul?
You're not 14.
Ooh,
oh, we got a runner. Hey, bro, I'll call the police. You want me to call the police?
Why is he running with
I'll
his
call the
arms
police,
out?
Paul.
Right.
That slows him down.
It actually
We
makes
got a
you a
runner.
lot faster.
Oh, there's a broken ankle.
Oh, shit.
Dude, leave me alone.
And he's off again.
I like how he screamed. Look how he's running,
This is
bro.
like a horror movie. He has a broken
If you're
ankle.
sorry, then come here. Have a conversation.
Wow. So yeah, he basically
Yeah, so
we'll let you watch
we'll
that
let
one
you
and
see
how it ends.
to see if he gets him or not.
Leave it a little suspense.
Leave a little suspense. Yeah, but shout out PvP.
And then the next the last two videos that dropped, these were from Cowboy Chris's new channel, and if you haven't seen him yet, please go take a look. Cowboy Chris. The link will be down below in the chat right now. He does some really good catches. I'll play a little bit of this one.
You 27? You told me on the app that you were 22.
You got the wrong person.
I'm pretty sure that I got you. Look, man, we're not here to hurt you. We're recording, so you don't hurt me. Get your hands out your pockets from me, man.
Dude.
I'm gonna need you to get your hands out your pockets. Okay?
What,
Get your other hand out your pocket.
Why was you trying to meet her?
I wasn't trying to meet anybody.
Be honest. So what are you doing up here?
I'm here to bother him.
Nah, I don't think he has anything to do with you
Do he
anymore.
come up here all the time?
Once in a while. Does he work here?
I used to.
So
Nah.
what are you doing?
I told you, I'm here to bother him.
Man, you came here to meet an underage girl.
I'm not here
and
to
you
meet
put this,
anybody.
You put this young.
Okay, so we'll save it because we want
Yeah.
to send everyone over to the channel to watch. But yeah, one of my favorite catches that Chris did was uploaded a couple weeks ago. I don't see it re-uploaded, but just please take our word that you guys should for sure go subscribe.
And I
It's
just
so well
I just
deserved.
saw in the chat that Courtney Elizabeth is live.
Ooh, is it with a live catch?
I'm not entirely sure, but if it is, definitely go check this out.
We have some live news right now.
Oh,
live catch.
So yeah, why don't you guys go check that out? Tell her that PNN
He's
sent
35, meeting up with a
Yes. Yeah,
13-year-old.
we're gonna
and
go
he also
hop
asked
in.
her for gas
We're gonna go
money,
watch this
And he wants
ourselves.
her to spend the night, and he
But we
drove
appreciate
an
you guys
hour.
stopping by.
He's driving an hour.
Anyways, we're going to pause that. This is the end of our show. It was kind of a short one. It looks like we're ending actually right on the dot.
The dot.
But we hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.
And I wanted to give a quick shout out to Ashton, who came through and supplied PNN with pizza for our employees here.
You guys, today I was sitting at my desk at work, which I work at home, And all of a sudden, I see a fat pizza. I see jalapeno poppers. I have a big soda. And I was like, did you just go buy that? And he's like, no, Ashton got it for us. So huge freaking shout out to Ashton. We do not expect anything whatsoever. And so the fact that he literally just called a place by our house and called in a pizza was so dope and so sweet. So we love you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was really, really good too.
And we did hit 1,000 finally. So I want to give a huge shout out to all of you guys. We literally, I say it every week, but we made this channel for you guys. It's just a fun hobby for us. We don't expect anything crazy with it, but we want to keep you guys in the loop if you're busy with your work or job, whatever. So we appreciate all the love every single week.
Yes, we do.
And as a thank you for the 1,000 subscribers, we are going to go live on Sunday. Time to be announced, but probably between 1 and 3. And we're going to announce a little special gift. A little special gift.
So thanks for stopping by. We will see you guys all on Sunday. Let's go show Courtney Elizabeth some love on her live now. Until next time, we'll see you guys.
Until next time, show those purple hearts.
Let's get some purple hearts in chat. Thank you guys.
All right. Bye.
Peace.